This slide introduces the fundamentals of supply chain management. It covers how goods, information, and finances flow from suppliers to customers. Understanding SCM helps improve efficiency, reduce costs, and enhance customer satisfaction. We will also look at key components and their interactions. The main focus is on creating value across the entire supply chain. This slide explains what a supply chain is: a network of organizations, people, and processes that move a product from supplier to customer. It includes every step from raw material sourcing to manufacturing, warehousing, distribution, and delivery. Upstream activities focus on suppliers and inbound logistics, while downstream activities involve distribution, retail, and customer management. Understanding these flows helps improve efficiency and customer satisfaction. This slide covers the three key supply chain flows: material, information, and financial. Material flow is the physical movement of goods, information flow tracks orders and inventory, and financial flow handles payments and trade terms. For example, in an automobile supply chain, steel moves from the supplier to the manufacturer, assembly plant, dealer, and finally the end user. A horizontal product journey diagram helps visualize how all three flows move together. Focus on how these flows are interconnected to ensure smooth operations. This slide explains the 5 core components of a supply chain: plan, source, make, deliver, and return. Dell's direct-to-customer model shows this in action. Customers configure PCs online, which triggers real-time planning, procurement, production, and delivery. Planning balances supply and demand, sourcing selects suppliers, making covers production, delivering handles logistics, and returning manages after-sales and recycling. Understanding these components helps optimize efficiency and responsiveness in any supply chain. This slide outlines the main types of supply chain questions. Conceptual questions test understanding of theory and definitions, like defining talk time. Application-based questions assess real-life problem-solving. Calculation-based questions require formulas and quantitative reasoning, such as computing EOQ. Scenario-based questions involve multi-step reasoning to handle complex situational challenges. This slide explains the key supply chain drivers that influence efficiency and responsiveness. Facilities, inventory, transportation, information, sourcing, and pricing determine how well a supply chain performs. Efficiency focuses on cost reduction with centralized facilities, minimal inventory, bulk transport, and stable pricing. Responsiveness prioritizes speed and flexibility with regional facilities, higher inventory, express delivery, real-time information, flexible suppliers, and dynamic pricing. Balancing these drivers is essential for an effective supply chain strategy. This mini-case study highlights Zara's supply chain strategy. By controlling design, manufacturing, and distribution in-house, Zara achieves high responsiveness. It balances efficiency with speed, enabling new designs to reach stores in under 3 weeks. This approach demonstrates how integrated operations and flexible processes create a competitive advantage in fast fashion. This slide explains how supply chain strategy should align with overall business strategy. Efficiency-oriented businesses like IKEA focus on cost reduction, while responsiveness-oriented ones like Amazon prioritize speed and customization. A hybrid or legal approach, seen in Dell, combines both. For discussion, ask learners to classify Tesla, H&M, and McDonald's as efficient, responsive, or hybrid and explain their reasoning. This helps illustrate strategic alignment in real-world supply chains. This slide covers supply chain integration, which ensures all partners work toward shared goals with synchronized information. Functional integration coordinates procurement, production, and logistics. Internal integration aligns departments through processes like S&OP meetings. External integration involves collaboration with suppliers and customers. For example, Procter & Gamble shares demand data with retailers to jointly plan production and replenishment, reducing stockouts and overproduction. This slide explains push and pull supply chain systems. Push systems are forecast-driven, producing in advance, which can increase inventory risk and suit stable environments. Pull systems are demand-driven, producing only when needed, reducing inventory and handling volatile demand better. For example, Toyota's Kanban system is a pull system where each process requests materials from upstream only as required. Understanding when to use push or pull is key to supply chain efficiency and responsiveness. This slide explains the bullwhip effect, where small changes in customer demand get amplified upstream, causing inefficiencies. Key causes include lack of visibility, forecast errors, long lead times, and order batching. To counteract it, companies can share real-time sales data, reduce lead times, and implement collaborative planning, forecasting, and replenishment (CPFR). Understanding this effect helps improve supply chain stability and responsiveness. This mini case study highlights HP Printer's experience with the bullwhip effect. In the 1990s, overstocking occurred due to demand distortion between retailers and plants. By adopting a build-to-order model and improving data sharing, HP reduced inventory costs by 25%. This demonstrates how visibility and responsive processes can mitigate bullwhip-related inefficiencies in supply chains. This slide explains how supply chain management can be a strategic weapon. Modern organizations use SCM to gain competitive advantage through cost leadership, differentiation, and responsiveness. For example, Amazon's Prime Delivery promise is powered by its supply chain, serving as a differentiator rather than just marketing. Optimized logistics and lean processes reduce costs, while superior responsiveness allows rapid adaptation to market changes. SCM thus directly supports business strategy and competitive positioning. This slide compares value chain and supply chain concepts. The value chain, developed by Michael Porter, focuses on creating value within a company at each stage. The supply chain focuses on the flow of materials and information across the entire network of suppliers, manufacturers, and customers. While the value chain is internal and company-focused, the supply chain is external and network-focused. Understanding both helps improve efficiency and value creation. This slide explains supply chain management in service industries, where the focus is on managing information, people, and customer experience rather than just physical goods. For example, DHL's healthcare supply chain uses temperature-controlled transport and real-time GPS tracking, improving service reliability from 93% to 99%. Other examples include airlines, hospitals, and IT services. Key metrics include service lead time, response rate, and quality consistency. Efficient service SCM ensures customer satisfaction and operational excellence.